she's that 2025 vision. The kind of woman who rewrites the streets with a digital soul and a classic heartbeat.
She's my 2025 queen with a streetwise mind. Code in her whispers, rhythm laced in every line. Urban intellect, future gleam in her eyes. Around the way, but she's a legend in disguise.
Hola, amores. Welcome, bienvenidas, to the very first episode of the Laviche Effect. It's Laviche Cárdenas with you, a little nervous, a little excited, and just genuinely grateful to open this space to share, not just stories, but real pieces of my heart. So, today's journey? It begins in Cali, mi ciudad natal, where the afternoons melt with music and even the shadows are painted with color. When I was younger, everything seemed so vivid, and yet sometimes so confusing. Family would celebrate your smallest victories, pero inside, there was this little voice that whispered, maybe you're not enough. Maybe you should be more like your prima, or the star students, or those women you see on billboards. I think in Latin culture, we learn to shine together, but we also, sometimes shrink ourselves to fit a story. Does that make sense? I remember so clearly the first time I felt, how do I say it? Separated from my own beauty, as if it belonged to someone else, out there. But life finds these magical ways to bring you closer to yourself. Fast forward many years, mapas, airports, heartbreaks later, and suddenly I am alone, walking the Malecón in Tenerife. I still remember the sun-kissed windows, how the sea breeze tangled my hair. For a moment, I caught my reflection in the glass, disheveled, a little tired, but completely myself. And in Spanish, softly, I whispered to my own image, Te acepto, mi amor. I accept you, my love. That was the first time I meant it. It felt like something inside me just unlocked. It wasn't dramatic. Nobody clapped. But from that moment, every day I started to make small, almost invisible promises. No more comparison, just little experiments of self-kindness. That's the beginning, the first spark of the glow we're chasing today. Now, if self-acceptance is the seed, then adversity is the rain. Maybe not the poetic, romantic kind, but sometimes a downpour, heavy on your shoulders. Amores, for years I thought setbacks meant I was doing something wrong, that being lonely or uncomfortable meant I'd failed at the elegant life I wanted. Turns out, resilience es la verdadera elegancia. When you grow up between cultures, Colombian, Spanish, sometimes completely lost in translation, your identity gets elastic, almost like a silk scarf caught in the wind. Every move, every goodbye, every new city, these moments sharpen, soften, and stretch you. I won't say it's always graceful. I remember evenings just crying alone in Madrid, missing the laughter of my mother from Cali or the reassuring noise of the street. Where was I going with that? Ah, yes. Grace doesn't mean things are perfect. It's the way you carry yourself through the mess. Out of, maybe, my lowest season, cuando solo podía ver el concreto under my feet, I started something called Concrete Rose. It was less a brand and more a way to say, look, beauty grows from broken places, ours too. Suddenly, women from Medellin, from Barcelona, from all these cities, they started sending messages, not always about style, but about surviving, blooming, together. Knowing that something crafted from adversity could connect us. That's when resilience finally felt like home. Which, kind of brings us to the glow itself. People ask, Laviche, what's your secret? Is it the makeup, the clothes, the perfect lighting? And I smile, porque no cariño. The real glow? It's invisible until you start the work within. Every day, it's small rituals, lighting a little candle, journaling a single line, forgiving yourself in the mirror. Here's something super simple but sacred to me. Before every photo shoot, before big moments, I close my eyes. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, count, hold, imagine light filling your heart. Exhale, let go. Sometimes I whisper, Estoy aquí, soy suficiente. I am here, I am enough. It's not magic, but it truly changes your energy. I challenge you to try it, even if you feel silly at first. And the moment I realized that glow had nothing to do with achievement or even beauty itself, it was in Milan, on a rainy night, unexpected, honestly. Friends started making music on the street. I got pulled into a little dance, water splashing on my shoes, and for maybe a minute, I was just pure joy. No achievement, just presence. That's, for me, when you become radiant. So, amores, remember, this glow we talk about, it's not a destination. It's a daily blooming, a soft revolution, a kind of love story between who you've been and who you are becoming. Thank you for beginning this with me. I can't wait to keep growing together, episode by episode, like the most beautiful garden. Besos, and until next time.
Mixing old school love with a futuristic dream. She's my rhyme and reason, my high-tech Valentine. My 2024 girl, forever on my mind. She's the future in the flesh, got that timeless kind of shine. My around the way girl, but she's living in the new design.
You know, she's that blend of yesterday and tomorrow. My 2025 around the way girl, rewriting the script.